What's up, everybody? Damien here at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm joined by Steve, who tells me Microsoft just confirmed new info about the Xbox One. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. We were just at a panel at San Diego Comic-Con in which Major Nelson led a group of developers in a discussion about the new next-gen features. These are things they're all calling base-level features, so any game that wants to use these features can use them.
Okay, so drop it on us.
Okay, so the first thing, Kinlob, who's a big fan of Killer Instinct, big fighting game guy, said he was just at EVO, which our own Destin Legary was at this past weekend, watching a lot of Killer Instinct matches. And he showed us some highlights of a match and used that to highlight a new feature of the Xbox One, which is video game recordings. The system records the last 5 minutes of any game that you're playing, and you can say at any moment, Xbox record, and it'll immediately chunk out a 30-second clip of what you've just done and save that for you on your hard drive. And then you can go within the game, without leaving to go to the dashboard or anything, to an uploading system and get that promoted in a number of different ways.
So YouTube?
Yeah,
where are you throwing it up?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, but the more interesting thing he said about the fighting games was that the Xbox camera now will recognize who you are as a player and what controller you're holding, and will automatically load your profile for you. So I know you and I, we each like inverted look on our controllers.
Because we're rational human beings.
Because we're smart people. We're good-hearted folks. But if you're playing a co-op game with a buddy, or you got a buddy over and he says, hey, I want to try this level, you hand him the controller and the Xbox will say, hey, I know that guy. That's Greg Miller. He doesn't like inverted look, and it'll automatically adjust the settings on his controller on the fly.
Very cool.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
So obviously the new system has tremendous graphical capabilities. They showed that off. That's not news to anybody. We've seen the videos, but I will say, having seen the Prague level in Forza and some of the new Dead Rising stuff, it looks phenomenal. Dead Rising is actually even cooler because it has real biologically appropriate insides for the zombies. So when you dismember them with your lightsabers or whatever, their guts flow out, and it looks like, I assume, what it would look like in real life if that happened.
That sounds very cool.
So let's see here. We've got a couple other updates that came from the show. We covered some of the smart glass integration. They showed a little bit more of that. You can now set up multiplayer sessions in other games and wait until your friends are ready before you load them. So you're playing Dead Rising. You say, I want to play Forza with my friends. You send out the invites. You keep playing Dead Rising, and then when your other friends have accepted the invite to play Forza, you just load that game and start playing automatically.
Now, what about a release date? Did they tell us that information?
No.
Okay.
That's
Still
obviously
waiting
the
on that.
first question that everybody asked at the end of the panel was, when are we going to find out when this thing is out? And they said, we're going to have more news for you later this summer.
I see.
The last thing that they talked about was the new Kinect. Because Kinect in the first generation is not that accurate. You have to be a specific distance. It can only read about 20 points on your body. This new Kinect, though, they're saying can track your individual finger movements within 3 meters. And works within a minimum of 1 meter. So people with smaller apartments like we have in San Francisco or the folks have in the UK are going to be able to have Kinect that works. The coolest thing, though, this totally blew me away. We played a lot of the sports games on the first generation. You could sort of have a funky-looking avatar of yourself. The new
Rainbow Six Vegas did that.
Exactly.
I love that.
You could take a picture of your face and put it on the avatar. This new Kinect will allow you to scan a 3D geometry model of your face and then skin it, and it looks like you. It even reads your BMI, so if you're kind of a chubby fellow like me, your avatar will be kind of a chubby fellow, right? And even more impressively, it reads your facial expressions in real time and translates those into the game. So if you're playing a game and you're super happy, your avatar is going to look super happy. If you're super frustrated, your avatar is going to look super frustrated.
It's the dream of Perfect Dark finally realized.
Right, exactly. So yeah, a lot of new information, nothing specific to any one game. As I said, these are all base system level features. Any developer that wants to use them will be able to integrate them into their games.
Very cool. Well, thanks a lot, Steve. Those are new features confirmed for the Xbox One today at San Diego Comic-Con. Lots more to come, though, so stay tuned.